it was important for me to talk about that stuff real quick. While I was off stream, because I was reporting to my mom that I'd been having some stuff go on my ear. I'm like sleeping. But I think I also noticed when I was listening to music and it was louder. I didn't tell her that. But it does seem like it is starting to go out more into just that, but I guess we'll see. I really hope it's nothing severe. I guess I could look into like ear infections. I assume ear infections though would just hurt like your hearing. Right? Most common symptom is ear pain. Less appetite, trouble sleeping, trouble hearing. Because yeah, it begins after like a cold and stuff, but I haven't had anything like that. Complications, hearing loss, delayed speech and language development. Oh yeah, I guess a torn eardrum. Which it often heals on its own. Oh, it can spread. Oh. Shoot. Well, let's hope that's not that then. It can spread. I was hoping it was, because those first three was like, okay, it's not that bad, and then I saw the other ones and it's like, oh, cool. That's not concerning at all. But like, I just don't think it would be that, because again, like I haven't, it could be like buildup of earwax, probably also, right? That could making it feel that way. I'm just gonna try a bunch of stuff and we'll just see if it works, but even now my ear's kind of acting weird. It's not pain, but like it's almost like my brain wants to call attention to it more. It's like, hey, you should pay attention to this, which is really weird. Yeah, we can't do anything about it right away. So it seems like maybe Friday we'll look into it, and hopefully that's not too long of a wait. Hopefully. That would suck. Well, I assume like even if I assume the infection is if you keep letting it linger, right? And like I think it won't be too bad ultimately. Like it's not gonna be great, but I think it would probably get the infection fast enough to where it wouldn't spread if it is one. That's another thing too. It could just not be one. Yeah. That's not great. A few other things. Literally the one time I ever did like a scheduled tweet, right? I scheduled a tweet of like that I was gonna link my, like I have a new clip. It's like clip, but it's me reacting to Res of the Lamp and that like Holiday music stream. And I scheduled it for today, like the tweet. Because I thought I scheduled it for today, like the clip, but, or I guess like I thought the 15th was today, but no, I always forget with YouTube that if it goes past midnight, it's going to go to the next day. So it turns out it scheduled it for 2 days from now, or I guess like tomorrow. Right? I scheduled it 2 days after I technically put it. Well, I guess technically 1 day, but yeah, I mean, let's be real. Like if I am scheduling like midnight or like 2 a.m. at like on the 14th, like I'm scheduling it for, you know, middle of the day of the 14th. But that's not how it works. So, and I didn't catch it. So yeah, it's going up on the 15th. Very cool. But I will say I'm actually having like thumbnails in because I forgot with the Ironwell clips, I literally didn't make thumbnails like at all. Like I didn't even do like zoom ins or something like I would do for like the main channel. Like I just didn't have thumbnails at all. It's like, yeah, that probably didn't help. I also threw like every freaking hashtag I could think of just so like maybe it gives me something. Because yeah, of course it sent it to nobody, the other clip. Oh, actually, okay, I got 5 now. It actually did send it to some people. Cool. But yeah, they literally had to search it. Like it's not like they got recommended, they had to search it and it showed up then. I think that's what browse features are, right? Like they just like searched it from the homepage, home screen, subscription feed, and then browse. Oh no, I guess it is recommended because they count that. Why do they count the homepage as browse features? It's so weird. Like I don't think of that as like browse features. Oh, you know what? It's probably freaking like one of them is my VOD channel or whatever, right? When I just scrolled by it. Maybe even like the clip channel, like it just showed up in my freaking thing. That's probably another annoying thing. Yeah, I think with the other two like Wii Party clips I had, I'm going to probably just upload them unedited. I think my thing is I'm just gonna try in the spirit me getting back into clips, just put a clip of it. Like essentially what like it's gonna look like on Twitch is exactly like if I were to clip it, it's gonna look the exact same on YouTube. Unless there's like some added context or like something I thought about like after the fact, right? Because I'd send the thing with Rose of Lamp, I actually did put a little bit of editing in it. But it was mostly for like context of either what I was doing, because like there's like a whole section of like I just removed the screen because I was like playlisting the song, and I don't think that was obvious necessarily in the clip itself, so I just put in like a subtitle thing over it. It also just I was like, yeah, my brain just went to something else immediately, so there wasn't a clean intro or an outro. I think people will get the idea that like I haven't listened to it, right? I think because I think in the beginning of the clip I say that it's like, oh, this is the one thing I haven't seen. And then yeah, hopefully it can get more traffic to the Alive song one that I did. Which also kind of like, yeah, that was the point of it, was so people could see it, so they see other songs that they maybe haven't seen from the other members. But yeah, it's just awesome that I literally scheduled that tweet. I'm like, all right, both of them are set up, we're good to go, and it just I'm gonna have to schedule it again. I saw that and I immediately deleted the tweet. It's like, well, all right, sick. Now, luckily, I actually did wake up earlier than I have before, so I was only up for like 15 minutes. Because usually I feel like I sleep for like an hour longer, so it could have been up for like an hour and a half. People have been like, what are you linking? So, yeah, thankfully it didn't get too much out there. I think that with like scheduled tweets that you can't see them unless they show up in like your drafts or something. Because like I tweeted the scheduled tweet and then like it didn't show up like at all, so I was just kind of like, huh. So yeah, it might show up in drafts, which I don't know how to see your drafts unless I don't have any. Maybe that's why I don't see it. Under like bookmarks? No. Yeah, I don't know where your drafts are like listed. Yeah, it wouldn't be under edit profile. That wouldn't make any sense. Under post? Oh, it's under post, right? Yeah, post and then drafts. I believe. Oh yeah, it does show. Okay, yeah, so it does show up in your drafts because it has a scheduled section. So yeah, scheduled tweets show up in your drafts. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because technically when you're looking at your profile, I guess it's like looking at what people would see publicly. And I didn't really think about that. So I guess it makes sense that drafts would show up there, but... Oh yeah, another fun thing with like those clips though, going back to the Wii Party ones. And it was on the Friend Connection one too, but there was crackling audio. And I think I listened to like some other parts and like it wasn't that bad, so like in my mind I was like, oh, maybe it's just this part, I didn't really need to worry about it. But on the Zombie Tag one, it had crackling audio, so I was like, alright, clearly something's up with that. So instead of really like putting that together, and I guess technically I have the clip, but I was fixing the audio on that, so we should be fine because I think I got a solution. That should work. So hopefully we don't have to deal with any more crackling audio if I have any more like Wii Party clips or something, but yeah. We should be pretty set on that. I will say though, I feel like my mic settings aren't the best for like me personally. Cause like I feel like whenever I laugh, it just gets like super like noise canceled, you know? I think it's the noise suppression, but like I don't really know how to fix it. I don't know mic settings. I literally looked up like what someone's video had, like, oh, well, this is what your mic settings should be. And I left it at that. Which I think, and it's probably more accurate, is like your mic settings is just like unique depending on the person, right? Like it depends what would be good for someone as far as mics go, right? And like, yeah, my mic settings aren't the best for me because like, yeah, anytime I laugh, like it just gets heavily like noise suppressed. And like I've noticed that. I also like feel like it's sometimes it's really hard to tell what I'm saying, because that also happened like Rose of the Lamp. Like that one, like listening back to him, like I can barely tell what I'm saying. Like I almost thought about putting in subtitles. But yeah, I didn't. I probably should have. I think it's just I wanted to keep like the as authentic as I could, but I mean I literally did the like 2 edits or like 3 edits kind of in it, so like I really could have just gone back and done subtitles for it, but I didn't really think about it. So yeah. Also, I'm jumping back around again because I'm thinking about my ear again, but I do remember having to go to the ear doctor once because I'm like, oh, this is weird. Like, but I think the thing is, like, I just felt like I was losing hearing out of my left ear, and like, yeah, it was that I had a buildup of earwax. So it is very possible it could just be that again, but I feel like this is different. Like, I don't feel like I'm losing hearing in my left ear. Like, I think it is something different. I will still try to get some earwax out, because it's been a minute since I've cleared my ears, but yeah. There was also that time. It's like, this is weird, I'm losing my hearing, and it's like, oh yeah, no, it's just that I had a buildup of earwax. Hopefully it is just that again, so then I don't have to worry about it. Because it is very weird this is coming back up again. Because I haven't felt like I'm sick at all or anything, so like, I don't think it's from me being sick. I have like an infected ear, but... Because I don't have a sore throat, it's just like how your throat normally feels when you're thirsty. Which, like, I don't think that's a sore throat. It's been a minute since I've been sick, but like, I'm pretty sure like that's different. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say that is one of the main downsides of going back to the crackling audio. It's like one of the main downsides of having nobody watch you is that, like, yeah, I had that audio issue probably going on for God knows how long, and since I never went back on my older streams, like I never realized that was an issue. Like, yeah, honestly, like, that's pretty good for me to just keep making clips as long as, like, I have nobody watching me just for that alone. It's like, if anything happens in the stream as far as, like, audio mixing and stuff like that, like, I'm able to, like, fix it. I think there's a way, like, with this mic itself, too, where I can, like, listen to everything's going on and you can audio mix there, but I just don't like hearing myself speak. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm realizing though I have to go back into like clip mode, you know, which is a little annoying. Like I got lucky with those 2 clips in the Wii Party thing, right? But it's just frustrating. I feel like being in an era where like you have to do clip-worthy stuff because that's just how you get people to find you. Because like I just don't think I'm a very clip-worthy person, right? Like I don't have these like moments that can be clipped. And I guess that could be a way of me saying I'm a bad entertainer, but it's just I'm also very low energy, as I've also learned looking back at the stuff. I am very low energy. Like even when I sound surprised, like there's probably like a slight raise in my voice, but like yeah, well, because I think when I feel most emotions too, I'm just quiet, you know. Like when I'm just like surprised, like I'll just like watch it, you know, like in silence. Same if I'm like angry. I think I'm mostly like quiet. Well, I don't know. I think I'm like angry like in public. Like yeah, I'm definitely quiet. I think in like private, like I let out my anger. Yeah, if there's something that makes me really upset in public, I won't. I'll just be quiet. And like I think, yeah, just in any general, probably like social setting, that's probably how it would be when I'm angry. Right, because obviously that's like a huge mood killer and stuff like that, right? Like, you know, you don't want to necessarily like do that. You're really making things take a turn by doing that. So, yeah. Like oftentimes you probably would just excuse yourself and, you know, just give yourself a minute to cool off. Yeah. It's so crazy me seeing those unlisted stuff, because I know like that was because of my sophomore year. It's like I'm out of high school now. Like that's crazy to me. Being like, oh yeah, no, that's that long ago, huh? Okay, now my ears like, yeah, there's more stuff going on. Yeah, because I noticed also when I was playing my music louder, like it also had like an issue with that. I actually have to turn it down once, which doesn't usually happen. Like I purposely like play it really loud, but I feel like for like working out, you know, it's like fair that you play the music super loud. But yeah, I really hope this isn't anything serious, because that would suck if it is. So I think if it's like brown, yellow, or white, that's not a good sign. Which, yeah, I guess earwax supposed to be like green, right? The healthy color of earwax. I think it's supposed to be like green. Off-white to yellow, orange, or light brown. Okay, maybe not, but like that's really close to what it's saying is like real bad, you know? Healthy earwax may be off-white, yellow, orange, light brown, dark brown. Oh, if you have green, that could mean it'd be in your... Oh, okay. Black is people with an earwax blockage. And then brown with red streaks is an injury inside of it. Okay, so green, black, or brown with red in it is not good. Which I think the brown with the red I could probably assume. be like, yeah, that's probably blood. That's not great. Yeah, if it's green, that actually could mean ear infection. I see like earwax from ear infection, because like oh, it's like a very noticeable green. Like you'll be like, yeah, no, that's green. Okay. I can very easily tell like that's green. I'm just examining it. I didn't expect this to be music to make you wet. But yeah, I think I also shouldn't really like freak out too much at like trying to clip stuff, because even like, you know, with Call Life clips, a lot of them is just like them talking. So like it's very possible I'm just like overthinking it, right? Like, yeah, I could just have me talking be like a clip, and like I think I was doing that for like the main channel, but I think I'm just not super confident in what I'm talking about sometimes, right? Like that's my main issue, is like I'm just not confident in talking about that stuff. And it's like, well, I don't really want to clip it, right? Because like you're really putting yourself out there if you clip it. So I don't want to say stuff like I'm like very confident in saying. And even that, well, because like, yeah, another thing too is like I'm so all over the place that like I say this multiple times, but like I just am so incoherent in my thoughts that, or like my thoughts are all over the place, that I don't think I could speak, like have a clip of me speaking like a coherent point, you know? That's kind of an issue. And I think like the way to probably fix that is just talking to people, but yeah, I'm forced to be a shut-in because I don't have a driver's license in America, so yeah, that means I can't go freaking anywhere. Awesome. Yeah, I also didn't really submit any of the like game runs. I think it's just because it's like so much harder to measure, honestly. And like I'm just kind of on it. Yeah, because matchup's obviously a lot easier. Because you hit start right when you hit like, well, it's supposed to be like start, like the what you do when you go into the game mode, but technically if you hit reset and then like yes, I think that also counts. So yeah, like there's that. And then also it ends like when victory pops up, which is very controllable. Like you just have to mash A a few times. So it's very controllable on like when you actually click time. So like, yeah, the odds of me actually like being off is like very unlikely. I think technically they retimed to one of them, but it was like a second difference. It was probably because it was like a few milliseconds off, right? Yeah, like it's so much easier to time that than like actually having to play the mini game and then making sure you time it. Like especially with something like zombie tag, because like you're completely relying on the AI like just being stupid, and like sometimes you're going to be paying attention more to yourself because there could be a zombie like chasing you, so you also have to make sure you don't lose. That also means like all of them could just be gotten, you know, and you'd have no way of knowing. like, you know, because I wouldn't have my button on the time, or my hand on the time, my button on the time, and on the time. Yeah. Like, I think springtime, that was why I was on that one for so long, because, like, they literally use in-game time, so you don't have to worry about a time or anything. You just go, right? You don't have to worry about that. I mean, I guess for the other ones you don't. You just basically submit the video and then go to the mods and be like, hey, this looks pretty good. I mean, that's literally what I did with Splash Bash. So I think I literally gave like 2 of them. And it was just like, these are fast. Just, it's the one that's faster. Like, that's the time. It's like, okay. And then they timed it and it got put on there. Sorry, I'm starting to look at like my earwax now for... I don't think that's green. I think it's normal earwax, so I don't think it's an infection. Like, actually looking at the earwax. Like, that doesn't look green. That looks like healthy. So I don't think it's an ear infection. I think it's something else. Hang on, let me try and... Yeah, like that has like an orange, kind of more like brown type thing, which is fine. There's no like blood in it. Like I think it's actually like fairly decent, like decently healthy earwax color. So like I don't think, well I guess it's my left ear because I'm looking at the one in my right ear. Because my left ear is the one that hurts. And yeah, I was looking at the earbud with the left. In the right ear, but this one's also hard because it's on like a white earbud. I wonder if it's because it's specifically this earbud that's made it hurt. Yeah, I couldn't really tell with the colors. Let me try the other one then. You could do that. Let me look at this one. Although I don't know if the earbud really gets stuck. No, like that still looks like the same, like light. Yeah, like it has a lot of orange in it. So yeah, I don't think it's an ear infection. Yeah, I think it has like that fresh earwax kind of thing to it, or like, yeah, dry old earwax. It's one of the two, but it doesn't seem like it's like unhealthy in any way. So I don't think it's an ear infection, which that makes me feel a lot better, but yeah, I don't know what the issue is then, because this is just kind of started like out of nowhere like 2 days ago. But again, it could be like what I had with that ear doctor before, where I was like, oh, this is like a weird, like I'm losing hearing, and then yeah, it was just like there's earwax I didn't put on my ear. So it could just be that. Yeah. I also did get Peak and Repo, which like, yeah, literally just like collect games. But I mean, the thing with Peak and Repo is that you can technically play both single player. I think Repo is probably more like easier to play single player than Peak. Well, actually, I don't know with Peak, because like Peak, I mean, you technically would have less resources, but you wouldn't have to share them. But you would probably have to deal with the weight, where if you have more people, like, yeah, it is probably harder. And yeah, I also do have the like help up mechanic, which obviously helps a lot too. So you know, it probably is easier with more people. Ugh, I keep burping a lot now, which doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I had dinner and like, apparently like my mom and brother like really liked it. They were both like, oh, this is like the, or at least my mom was hyping up a lot. It's like, this is the best dinner we've ever had. Bro ate like half his plate before he went to his room because he usually just immediately goes into his room and eats. And then she's like, oh, you have to have it plain. And so I did. And it didn't taste like anything. Like I feel like it didn't have a taste. And I was like, I mean, this doesn't have a taste. Like, am I going sick or something? Because of the ear infection also, like that was in my mind. So also I was just like, am I sick? Like what's going on here? And then I just used barbecue sauce and like it was fine. I forget what it was, but it was a type of steak, but like when you feel it, it's like bacon. Almost. But it was a type of steak. It wasn't shredded steak, was it? Was it shredded? It might have been shredded. It was something with an S. It was an S adjective before it and into steak. But yeah, it felt like a lot like bacon. Which was interesting. And I'm like, yeah, it was fine. It was just so weird. Like my mom was like hyping it up all, like so much, and like she did say that like one didn't like get like seasoned or something, and I might have just had those, but yeah, like it was so weird. It's like, this doesn't taste like anything. It's like, oh, I've had Street Fighter 6 installed for like several days. Oh, I think it's been over a week at this point because I added in the 4th, so yeah, I think it's been over a week I've had SF6 literally fully installed and just have never opened it. It's funny too because like, I think if this was like any time before, realistically, like I'd say like from like 2025, was it like March, April 2025 to when the game first came out, I probably would have like immediately like played and be like, heck yeah, Street Fighter 6. And then this is like the one time where I've just been like, I don't want to play it. Though I think like the issue is also that for some reason the character pass is like for each season is $30 and you can only buy the characters that way. And I want to play Terry and I can't because he's season 2. So yeah, I think that's probably taken a lot of it, right? When the character you want to learn and like want to play, you can't play as. That probably doesn't help. Yeah. Definitely had that going on. It is also weird that they just immediately like, or they just got rid of like the DLC for Street Fighter 5, like the characters. Like yeah, you can still buy the costumes, I think, but like the character passes, I think they got rid of. Which is so weird. I guess they're just like, well, now you're just gonna like have to grind for all of them. Like that's so weird. But I mean, sure, man, whatever. Oh well, you can get season 5 characters, I guess. You can still buy them, but for everybody else, they just got rid of it. I guess his Champion Edition was probably supposed to. Oh yeah, no, it's the upgrade kit. Okay, and that's only $20, so that's what it is. I thought I had that though. Like it technically says like, oh, I have that in the DLC. Oh, I guess not. It just says I have the character passes, so that's on me, I guess, actually. So yeah, no, it is there. It's $19, or I guess $20 because it's $19.99 for the chamber thing. So it actually is there, and that's actually a pretty good deal to get all the DLC except year 5, obviously. But yeah. It is funny though with Street Fighter 5, like they keep putting in like the Street Fighter 6 announcements, like on the timeline. Yeah. I think this will just be a talking stream, which is not going to help us where the clip thing goes, but I do have 2 clips to hopefully help me out here. I think most of my thumbnails, yeah, it's probably mostly going to be the like zoom ins like I did with like on my main channel with the Wii Party stuff, but yeah, I think for like the Rose of the Lamp thing, like I feel like that should have more of a thumbnail to it. It's not great, but people are probably just gonna see it and click on it just because of it. And again, I stuffed it with so many freaking hashtags. I should just make it so the hashtags automatically are there. Let me like do that just to like, I'm gonna put PNG tuber as a hashtag just in there. Also clip, like clips as hashtags, just so they're always there. Yeah, just to give me a little bit. Like the hashtags hopefully will help. Like I mean, I think on YouTube though, most people probably don't even search via hashtag, but like I always don't pay attention to them. Like especially on like VTuber clips or something like that, but like they're in there, and I think that does actually help them in the algorithm. Because I think they probably take like a lot of the like words that are going on like in the title and the description, and then that's how they recommend stuff to you, right? I think that's mostly how the algorithm works, and being like, oh, well, you'll probably like this then, because those words were in the title or description of this video. And then yeah, they'll do it that way. But yeah, that's probably how that works. I just really can't think of a game I want to play. I'm just not in the mood. You know? Maybe I'll do like a Hitman stream. Just give me like something. But yeah, we can try that. I think I'll go 45 minutes on the stream. Like it's gonna be a short one, but I just don't think I really got anything. So yeah, I guess it's only gonna be like 40 minutes on there because I went a little bit longer, but again, that was because of the ear stuff. Yeah. I remember I played Hoi 4 on stream, I think once, and that was literally the stream, my first stream since moving into this house. It was when I streamed Hoi 4. Yeah, I don't think I streamed again. Either that was like the next stream or two, like later, I did it, but I'm pretty sure it was just that one stream. I mean, because like, especially when you don't really know what you're doing, Hoi 4 is just not the greatest like stream game, I feel like. Because it takes so long for a lot of stuff to happen. Like, I think it's much better as like a game that's done in like a shorter like video style format. always forget I technically have Halo. Like, I also have Halo Infinite too. But yeah. Two friends played this. They have 71 minutes and 104 minutes. I mean, I technically have 5 hours in Halo Infinite, but yeah. Is it because my computer can handle it? Or like, yeah, maybe I just like... I think it actually could handle it pretty decently. Like, I think I actually liked with Halo that there was actually just like always a sprint button, which was nice. I don't know if they changed it with like Halo 5 or like 4 or something, like if that was just in later games. I think like Halo 4 had it, didn't it? Like, yeah, I think like after like Reach or something is when they like started actually just having a sprint button, which is nice, but yeah. That's really the only thing I remember about Halo Infinite. It's just like, yeah, it just has like a dedicated like a actual sprint button. Yeah, there's obviously a Master Chief Collection, which, yeah, I think it just has literally every single achievement of every Halo game that's in it. So yeah, there's a lot of achievements in there. I have 18 of 700. Although Payday 2 still has the most achievements, I think, of any game I own, which is 1,328. And most of that is, I think, from achievements of beat this mission on this difficulty. Like, that's literally what most of them are. Like, there's some unique achievements, but yeah, that's mostly what they are. It's just that. Crazy to me that it took that long to throw 100 grenades. But yeah, I guess I always did like the sneak missions, and you don't really need to throw grenades or stuff like that. Even like the cards, because I don't think the cards one shot. So yeah. Yeah, I would always do like the car shop and Shadow Raid like a little bit. I'd do like the diamond store like stealth. It's like, yeah, I really didn't do like loud missions much, which is funny because I think like when I first played the game, like I'd always do loud missions. But yeah, I typically skew more towards the quiet, silent stealth missions. I guess I just find it more fun or something. I don't know. Well, I think it's also because, like, especially on like those like higher difficulties, like even with like max armor, you die in like 4 hits. It's like, okay, like, yeah, I think you literally need a dodge build for like death sentence, or otherwise you have like no shot because you take like 4 hits and then you die. Which, I mean, yeah, that is probably more accurate to real life, but it's still, like, crazy from, like, a game perspective. Especially with, like, some of those cloud missions, man. They're freaking... Like, dying in 4 hits is crazy. Hey, my brother was obsessed with Terraria at some point. He was 500 hours in. I do think he actually, like, consistently tried to get me to play Terraria, like when I was really young. Like when I first had like a Steam account, I was playing with like a computer that, you know, could barely handle like anything, but I guess it could handle Terraria. Yeah, I think it was that and Dota 2. I remember like not being too crazy on that. My brother would always try to get me to play. Terraria I was at least more into than Dota 2. Dota 2 I was like, I played it like a few times and I was like, I don't get this, I'm bored. Which, like, yeah, I feel like teaching a kid who's like 10 years old or something like that. I was really young when we first set it up, like about like Dota 2 or like a MOBA, you know? But not really gonna get into it. Especially if you play like Lego games and like probably a bunch of action games, you know? So like playing like a MOBA, like going from that to a MOBA, it's like, it's a little rough, man. yeah. I wish I didn't get the political machine. I'll be honest, there's been like a bunch of stuff I bought, and I'm just like, I don't know why I did that. Because I played like once or twice, and then that was it. It was like $20, I think, too. Yeah, I could use that for so much more. How long is it? Be like 2 hours or something? Oh yeah, I asked it, but this is a strategy game, but yeah. I think I did get the... Well, I don't know if there's an achievement, but I definitely did actually get like a clean sweep in the game. Now, to be fair, I think I literally just made essentially my opponent just like a fascist, like an out and open fascist. I mean, I guess that's still Trump, but like, yeah, I just basically made him have like the worst stuff and then like the worst stats, I think, and then I made my character just have like the best stats. So yeah, that's how I kind of got a clean sweep from there. Yeah, it is crazy because like I have seen some like analysis of like if there was like a Reagan type win now, that like, yeah, we wouldn't even get close to the amount of like electoral votes that like Reagan did, Nixon got, right, LBJ got, because the nation's so much more polarized that it's just not possible. Yeah, there is that. It is crazy how people are just losing more and more confidence into the institutions here. I mean, it makes sense because like everything's just going bad, and it really seems like they're not even trying, like, bothering to do any sort of like populism or anything. They're just making everything worse, like so openly. Like, it makes sense. I do hope though, with like how open this is, that people like remember this, because if that's the case, then we actually probably could get a lot of positive change. I don't know if it's electorally or if it's like revolutionary, I have no idea, but in some way I think it would be some pretty positive change. I do think that the Constitution is just so outdated and we should update it. There's no reason why a document that's 250 years old that clearly has its flaws and that should still be guiding us, and also is super hard to change, right? Because especially in like today's environment, like I don't think an amendment is ever passing, right? Unless people get unpolarized, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah. I do think we should write up a new constitution. It is frustrating when you know the fact that like they plan to do like a thing like every decade. They would check in and be like, let's check out how the Constitution going, and they're like, it'll be fine. It's like, god dang it, man. Well, you kept that. Like, imagine where we'd be at if they kept that in there, you know? I mean, I think they only passed the Civil Rights Amendments because I think the southern states weren't re-admitted into the union yet, were they? So I think it was mostly the northern states. But they passed that, and like of course they would all pass that. I mean, like, yeah, I think also them just very blatantly breaking like every law and stuff too, like just people being like, hey, that's illegal, and then they're just not caring and doing it anyway. I mean, it really does like this has really shown how fragile laws are, because they can just be like, no, I don't wanna, and then they can just keep going. Well, I don't even know necessarily if it's like the laws are fragile. It's just like if we had a party that like an opposition party that was competent and being like, all right, yeah, we should maybe get rid of this guy. Like, they don't even do that, really. Like, at least a lot of them in power currently. They I don't think they've called for like Trump to be impeached or anything. They've called for Kristi Noem to be impeached, but I don't think Trump really. But yeah, I don't even know if there'll be elections in 2028. Who knows, man? I mean, this like admin's so incompetent that I could see it like working out that way, where they're unable to, you know, suspend elections, but it's just as possible that they don't. And I think at least having the possibility that like they won't is actually keeping me sane. But I do think you need the realistic, a little bit of realism that it's also very possible that they could suspend elections. But I don't think they'll be able to suspend this one at all, like 2026, but 2028 is the real one that I don't know if they'll be able to do anything about that one. Like, yeah, I have no idea what the future holds, you know? I don't think anybody knows. We don't really know what happens until this whole thing is said and done. Because I mean, yeah, it seems like Trump's like actually very much pushing to invade Greenland at this point. So yeah, there is that. Yeah, it's like about an hour, so I think I'm gonna end it. Hey, I think another thing about like what's hard for me clipping my talking streams is like I have no visual. It's the same visual the entire time, so it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh yeah, I knew this happened, but like where is it, you know? And I have to kind of spend a while going through it. But yeah, also the thing about the Rosa Lamb clip is I had to record like the VOD myself, basically. Because I realized like, oh yeah, I could just do that, because I was like, oh shoot, I deleted the VOD, that sucks, I'm gonna have to re-download again. But then I realized, no, I don't have to, I can just literally record, like, I can just record it. And so I did. I don't know how the audio is like going through two recordings. There wasn't any like crackling audio or anything like that. Sometimes I was a little like, I don't think you could tell what I was saying sometimes, but I think that's just how it normally is. I feel like there's gotta be a way to make myself sound a little clearer though. I don't know. Maybe it's just I mumble so much. Maybe I need to work on my mumbling. So I don't feel like I mumble that much, but maybe I do. Yeah. I think I probably am about done, so we're gonna do that, and I'll probably see you Friday. I said Hitman stream, right? Probably shoot for that, but maybe there's something else. I could think about throwing in there. We'll see. I still haven't gone back to matchup attempts like at all, but that's fine. I mean, that game in general is so dead. Like, I don't think I'm really in any danger to try and improve that. Also, I have like no audience, so it's like whatever, you know. It's fine. But I should probably get back to doing that, because I also was like, oh, I'll use that as my chatting stream, and now I'm just doing regular chatting stream, which I feel like is fine when I have people, but I think probably in the case where nobody's watching me, it's not the greatest. Yeah, I probably should just go back to doing that. Like, if I want to talk about stuff, just have like matchup prepared or something like that, right? I think my main thing was just like, I just did a Wii Party stream, so I just don't want to overload it with too much Wii Party. But I mean, I basically did this last stream also, so yeah, I don't know. Then I'll shoot for Hitman Friday, so I'll see you then. So goodbye.